Hello, we are going to start with our bands seated on the floor. We're going to take our bands on the side of our arch, and you can cross your bands like an X. You're seated upright, and you're going to choke up on the hands, the band, and pull your elbows. And with your exhale, you're going to pull, and your inhale, you're going to return. Exhale, pull. Inhale, return. Exhale, pull. Hello, Michelle. Hi, come on in. We just started seated. Hello. This is a seated posture, and if anyone feels like they need help on the floor, you could just put a pillow underneath your booty, and we're gonna pull the elbows past the ribs. Your exhale pulls, and your inhale lengthens. Your exhale pulls, and your inhale lengthens. All right. There you go. All right, let's do 10 more from here. You're gonna feel the biceps on the front of the arms. You're gonna feel the back of the shoulders and these big muscles called the lats. And then by sitting up tall, you're working your posture muscles. And we're gonna take 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna also add a rotation. So one arm pulls, cleanly rotate, and it's the ribs turning more than the lower back. The lower back will turn a little bit, but it's the rib cage part of the spine. You can keep your palm up when you rotate. You're over to the right, you're over to the left. Okay, now as you do this, there's a tendency to sink in the hips or the ribs, so you're going to keep the ribs the same distance over the pelvis. Notice how far you go right, and notice how far you go left, and try to match it, because sometimes one side is tighter than the other. So I can feel my left side's a little tighter, so I'm going to spend a little bit of extra focus and energy rotating to the left, maybe a ½ an inch more. All right, so it's 4, and just notice it, rotate, rotate. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take the handles or the ends of the bands, and you're going to lean back a little bit and just take a partial roll down. So basically you're just barely using your hands so you don't fall back. You're not even really using them much. Wake up the back, wake up the abs. Let's take 5 more. It's like a abdominal crunch with an assist. You're going to tuck the chin as you go down, as if you're looking at your toes so that your neck doesn't get any strain, but you can feel it strengthening. We do need some neck strengthening too. Now what we'll do is find a place along the way that feels like you can hold an ab crunch. Now bend your elbows and straighten them. Now bend your elbows, and you can lift the upper arm a little bit, and that's going to make it more abdominal. Bend, 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 bend. Very good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall. Now open up. I'm going to turn so you can see me a little bit. Open up, reverse fly. Open up. You got it. Your elbows are soft. It's almost like you're holding a really big angel oak tree. Your arms are opening, and they can be a little higher on this one. So they're not quite towards the floor. They're just below your shoulder height. That's going to activate that rear deltoid, and that muscle is really important to keep an upright shoulder position so the shoulders don't round. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now cross your straps. And you may hold the band handles, you might not. When you open up like this, you'll know. Glue your elbows by your side and open up. You're tall. Good. You're tall in the spine. Your elbows are glued. If you check your wrists, they're pretty straight. They don't have to be perfect. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. Keep the elbows really still to the ribs, Jean, and see if that works. Glue the elbows to the ribs. They don't move at all. Keep the elbow, yeah, that's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're gonna just take a little break. So put your feet, like just release the upper body, let that body tension go, grab a sip if you need, and just sort of shake it out. And we will actually move our legs like a butterfly 5 times. So go up and down, up and down, good, up and down to get some blood flow. And then the last one, that 5th one, just kind of hold it and just enjoy that stretch. Relax and hold. Inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then take another one, inhale, and then on your exhale, gently come back and let your legs out. So I'm going to take my shirt off, but take your legs out and put your band around the arch of your foot. Now this is an X. So one arm's going to go higher than the other and one arm's going to go lower. So it'll look like this, and then it'll look like this. You got it. And then this, and then this. Good. But your torso stays still. You're not turning your torso. Both arms open. Both arms are there. It's sort of like one's a little high, one's a little low. Your neck is long, so you're still shoulder blade down the back. Yeah. And good. And exhale. And exhale. You got it. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect job. Now I'm going to change my position of where I sit. So I'll just demonstrate. You can sit any way you want. I just want to let you have the option. One arm comes behind you. I do need to tilt that up a little bit. One arm comes behind you. One arm is behind your lower back. And you're going to push. Good. 2, chin up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on in, Caroline. 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, try 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we're going to switch it up. So this hand gets the band. Chin up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. This is the back of the arm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Perfect. Now I'm going to just take a finger interlace position and lift up. We're going to lift up our hands so it's got a little shoulder stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to take the arms overhead. I am going to lift up a little bit. Arms overhead with the band. Pull down to about your chest, and down. 2, 3, 4. Good. 5. Looking good. And 6. Anytime your arms are overhead, it's real easy to pull the ribs forward, so you're going to keep that ab tone. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Perfect. And now take the arms into 5 little circles. Grab a sip if you need. We're going to do another chest one. This chest exercise is band behind you, chest triceps. Now act like you're swimming. So it's like a breaststroke. Push forward, out, and around. Forward, out, and around. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then let's go the other way. Go out. 10. That looks terrific. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, we're going to let that go for a moment and take the legs out like a V. When you put your legs out like a V, you can also get the flesh out of the way. Remove your tush, sit bones, or move the flesh away from your sit bones. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lean into, lean down. There. And then just let your neck soften too. Gonna feel so good. Just shake it out. Relax here. And take 10, 9. If you pull the toes up, it's a little bit more intense or challenge. If you let them soft, then it's a little less. I like how nobody's locking their knee backwards. Yeah, actually, that's good, Michelle. It's a good place to sort of try both. 5, 4, 3, 2, and just notice how good that feels. Let's take the left arm to the inner right knee. Lift the right arm up like you're painting a rainbow on the sky. A beautiful rainbow on the sky, and you're heading towards your foot, and hold here. 10. Any kind of rotation is fine, because if you rotate down, it's a little bit more low back. That is the muscle that tends to give people problems when they have low back tightness. Rolling up is a little bit more those obliques, postural muscles. So either is fine. You're getting the shoulders in all angles. Take a 5, 4, 3, 2, and then inhale, lift your spine up. Now pick your right hand to the inner left knee, lift your left arm up and over, act like you're painting a rainbow towards your other foot. Add on your little rotation and just see where you need today. Or if you're like me, it all feels good. Now breathe into that rib cage. That's going to be a secondary way to add a stretch. Anchoring those hip bones. 5, 4, feeling so good with the rib cage expanding. 3, 2, inhale. Now on the exhale, when you go down the middle, it's going to feel a lot easier. So head on down and just take another 10 count before we add our weight training again. 9, good. 8, you're great. I was just looking at you, Michelle, but you're welcome to keep your chin tucked. I just wanted to check everybody's form. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale and come back up. Really good. Wonderful. All right, we're going to add on. Take the handle, the strap around your feet again and the arch. And then you're using your abs mostly, you're just using your hands as a little proprioception. So your inhale to the rib cage and your exhale pulls your belly in. This is for the abdominals. Inhale and exhale. Now, if your low back runs tight, bend your knees a little bit more. That'll slacken how much the hamstrings are pulling on your pelvis, so it'll make your low back be able to articulate better. So at this knee bend, I'm showing how you can flex through the low back. So if you feel like you're hinging, your cue to correct is to bend the knees a little bit. Nice. Now you're going to do what's called around the world. Go down the right side a little bit and come up the left. Now we're getting some obliques in here. Go down the left and come up the right. You have a little bit of an assist from your hands, from your handle, if you need it. Work in the abs. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now you're going to stay on the right side. So this is obliques 1 and come back up. You're going to go down only as low as you can maintain the heels on the floor. If your legs kick up, you know you've gone just an inch too far. So that's how you can monitor how far you go. So here I'm going to go a little bit lower and show the shoulder could touch. 3 more. My hands are there in case I need the band. 2. Now we're going to do 8 on the other side. I'm just changing so you can see me, but you don't have to change. Go down your left. Good. And inhale and exhale. You're going to feel your obliques. The knees are softly bent so that you can articulate through the spine. The rectus abdominis flexes the spine. That's its primary job. So we're working the abs, we're working the obliques. Barely using the hands, just an assist. Belly pulling in. 8, 9. Now we're going to do a 10th one and then go down the middle and pause. Go down the middle and pause. Now your abs are working. Lift up your arms and add bicep curls while you work your abs. So we're doing 2 things at once. Bicep curls, wrists are straight, belly pulls in every exhale. That way you're safely working the abs and you're not hurting the back. Lift up your arms for more intensity. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, you got it. Strong arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back up, flip your palms. Now roll down again. Upright row. It's like you're zipping up a coat. Upright row. You got it. Biceps, shoulders, abs. Your gaze is probably at your toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Now lift up your arms, inhale, and act like somebody's pulling your spine out of your pelvis and forward fold. You got it. Tuck the chin, relax the hamstrings. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just notice how that feels on the back of the body and roll your spine up. Really good. Now we're going to take the foam roller. If you need a sip of coffee, tea, or water, grab it now. We're going to take the foam roller underneath our elbows, our arms, where our belly is down. So I'm going to grab one more sip and then move this, but belly down. Okay, we are elbows wide. We're going to take an inhale and go up. This is for posture, and an exhale to go down. And an inhale to go up. and an exhale to go down. You got it. Go up and down. And inhale up and down. All right, so as you do this, you're gonna feel the back of your upper arm, the triceps. You're gonna feel your back a little bit, but not stressfully. Your glutes and your hamstrings are active. And this is so good for posture, so good for the back of the arm. Your abs pull your belly button away from the floor, so they're supporting your back. And take 3 more. And take 2 more. And take 1 more and hold it. So lift and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. Now we're gonna take a right and left arm off. So it's gonna go up. Now left arm back. Now right arm back. Each time you take an arm off, the other arm has to work harder. You're keeping your shoulder blade down the back. And you're gonna take 6, 5, 4, good, Jean. 3, 2, 1, both arms on the roller and lift, or both arms on the floor, either way. 10, 9, good, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, lower back down. Perfect. And then we're gonna lie on our backs, place the feet on the floor or the roller, and you're gonna take about 30 seconds to roll down. So try to fight gravity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, Jean. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest your head, draw that roller in, or your feet are on the floor. Curl up and down, curl up and down. Exhale up. Now you're going to feel your hamstrings on the inner part and the outer part. Your knees are over your heels. You want to feel your booty. This is the muscle that lifts the booty. And it also is important for back care. This is the muscle that gets sort of an amnesia when we sit a long time. Now stay up. If you would like to add on, push your roller in and out. If you don't have a roller, just hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your spine and take your hands to your feet. This is a happy baby. Knees wide, hands hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your legs go long. We're going to take an inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, roll your spine up and either bend your roller towards you, or if you don't have a roller, you can do this, just heel slide on the floor. And go back, inhale, exhale, crunch your knees in, and then extend. Exhale, crunch your knees in, and take 2 more. Exhale, 2. Take 1 more. Exhale, 1. Now this time, when your head is down, pull your knees in. Now we're gonna lengthen the knees as we come up. So it's an inhale. There you go. Exhale, straighten the knees and reach over. You got it. Inhale, pull the knees in, arms overhead. Exhale, crunch. Now this kind of movement's also good for the brain. It helps reduce cognitive decline so that your brain, when you're exercising, gets more blood flow. It doesn't have as much as the other organs, so it needs conscious intervention to ameliorate deterioration. And then the patterning and learning new patterns and sequences and memorizing those is also good while you're doing the exercise. So that's what we're doing here, reducing cognitive decline. All right, when you're down, just take a full body stretch, just enjoy. Now, while you're here, put your roller more underneath your ankles, your lower calves, And Jean, that'll be fine with the brick, the block. I'm gonna put my hands out of the way just so you can see. Lift up your booty. Lift up your booty. There, and now lower. Now lift up. Good, and lower. You got it. Now I'm gonna put my hands down so you can see what I'm doing now. I'm lifting up the glutes. I'm pushing my ankles into the foam roller, and keep your legs are gonna try to move right or left. Just try to keep them pretty straight. When you lift, you're gonna just double check the knees are not bending backwards. Micro bend the knees. Exhale, lift and lower. You wanna feel your inner glutes, your inner hamstrings, your inner thighs up. Your outer hamstrings, of course, too. Your glutes, lift up. And this can help activate the backside. Keep going. Activate the backside of the body. So if you do have hip clicking when we do ab crunches or ab leg lowers, this is sometimes can help make the backside of the hip socket get active. So you're going to hold this next one up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Micro bend the knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. All right, we're getting ready to take an inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, come up and over, and then just take a little bit of a stretch here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring it to a plank. And if you have a roller, it's underneath your shins. If you don't, it's just feet on the floor, or you can be on that block. Your elbows are on the mat. And we're gonna hold one plank for 10. So extend your extend your knees and hold the plank. 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, 5, nothing fancy, just establishing a static form. Okay, rest any way you want to. We're gonna bend the knees underneath this. Jean, if you don't have a roller, you can bend right, left, like flamingo. Otherwise, you can come up. And you're going to put the roller a little bit higher on your shin. Turn the toes towards each other. Bend the knees underneath you and extend. There you go, Jean. And back and extend. 2. Either way, we're doing 10, 3, 4. You can also feel your rolling out your shin muscles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Now we're going to do corner to corner knees, kind of like a mogul. And Jean, if you want to take your knee to the opposite corner and then your other knee to the opposite elbow shoulder, that's going to be the same basic. So pull your knees to the left side of your upper body and then extend a plank. Knees go right, knees go left, knees go right, knees go left. And let's take 6 more here. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Rest. Your hips can be up in the air. Now we're going to keep the hips, the knees long. So Jean, this will be like dolphin, plank, dolphin, plank, dolphin, plank. So if you have your foam roller, you're going to lift your hips and a dolphin. 2, your knees are long, toes towards each other. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Recover. And if you need a sip of something, take a sip. These abs are really harder than regular, so you can feel it, and it's working upper body. This one is a hip lift to the left corner and then a hip lift to the right corner. You can still do that, Jean, without the roller. It maybe won't be as big, but you can do it. Lift up your hips to a corner, then go flat plank. Lift up your hips to a corner, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Recover. That was amazing. Let's do one side plank here. with the static cues in mind. So you'll notice often I do a still movement, a still activity, so that you have a chance to tell your brain all the places your bones need to be. Then once that looks good, we do the add-on dynamic. So I like to double up my mat here to protect that elbow. Lift up and hold. 10, 9, 8, good hip lift. Michelle, I think you can lift your hip a tiny bit more. There you go. 3, 2, now lower your hip, never collapse at the shoulder, and then the other side. So we're protecting the shoulders, we're making them stronger because we care about the entry and the exit. We don't just slam the plank and then forget about how to get out of it safely. A lot of times transitions is where injuries happen in life. People say, I threw out my back when I was shaving my legs, or picking up a brush off the floor, blow drying my hair. So we want the transitions to be cared for. 5, so that these cues translate to your everyday life. 4, 3, 2, now lower the hip with care and go to the other side. Perfect. This is gonna be a little pulse at the top. So I'm gonna double up my mat, elbow on that doubled up mat, plank. Now that's a slightly unstable surface, so you're careful as you lift up. Now once you're up, we're gonna take a little 10 pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, there's that waist. Feel that? 2, 1, lower with care. Other side. So you feel those obliques. Elbow down, feet staggered. Now get your normal plank side. When you're ready, 10 extra pulses. 10 at the top, 9, 8, 7. Feel those obliques. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower with care. Perfect. Let's go to the other side. You're on that. Good. Now lift up and pause. Now we're going to leave the bottom half of our body the same and add rotations. If you need to keep that out, the modification is just stay still. 4, 5, keep the hip lifted a bit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the hip with care. Perfect. Let's go to the other side. You're going to put that foam roller here. We're going to put this here. Elbow down. And you're going to take an inhale. As you're up, exhale, rotate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let the hip drop and put the feet out in front and let the fingers go towards the booty. Now lift up your hips, and if that's too much, just do, so Michelle, if that is bothersome, what you can do is this one instead, and it gets you off your wrist. So either way, or you can table it. 10, 9, good, yep, 8, see how that's nice? Same kind of muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and exhale, lower for a moment. All right, we're gonna take a sip if you want. There's another front ab ones that I wanna come back to. It's such a hard one, we took a little breather. It's called 4 points of light. And take a sip if you need though. Okay, now on this one, you're gonna, I'll show you, and I'll show a modification, Jean. So you roll your knees underneath you, sorry, then you take a tilt left, center, right, center. So Jean, you might just do one knee in, one knee out, one knee in, one knee out, like flamingo. So in, turn, center, turn, and extend. Pull the knees in, turn, center, in, turn, center, and go back. Pull the knees in, turn left, turn right, go back. Pull the knees in, turn right, center, left, center, go back. Let's try 2 more. Pull the knees in, left, center, right, center, back. 1 more, hang in there, knees in, turn right, center, turn left, and extend. Take a child's pose. Rest your hips. If you want to open up the toes and the feet, pull your toes under and stretch out those feet here. So with different changing weather, this is really good to do for your feet and your shoes, because we're changing shoes with fall. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. Inhale and exhale. I want to offer 3 different exercises here. One is going to be a push-up where we are facing the floor. One is going to be a push-up facing the wall as a modification, or Michelle, you might actually like this one the best. You can take the smaller hand weights, lie down, and do this. So either, whatever you want of those 3, we're going to do 10. I'm looking at you for feedback. That a girl. And you can lie on your back, Michelle, and then do kind of like a chest press. There you go. Push up. Now, otherwise, you're doing 10 push-ups wherever you are. Your inhale is even. Your exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And Michelle, you might do a few more than 10. Girls, if you're on knees, you can do more than 10 as well. Basically, find a challenging. So let's say I'll go to 15 since I'm on my knees. Good, Jean. And just lift your hips a little bit, Jean, towards the sky. Yep, that's more abs. You're going to feel that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then take some type of rest. Good. You can stay there. Michelle, we're going to do a fly for you next, just to mix it up. And we're going to take either a second set of your type of push-up, or Michelle, you can do a fly, which looks like a hug. Yes. Okay. 10 to 15, whatever makes you feel fatigued. You got it. Nice, Betty. Good abs. 1. You got it. 2. And I like, Michelle, how you're not letting the hand weights touch the floor. Keep your wrists solid, though, just to tuck the knuckles a little bit when you're right there. Better, 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 better. That probably feels better. 6, 7. Good, Jean. 8, your abs look great, Jean. 9, you're not letting the hips drop or lift. 10, we're going to do 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Take some type of rest pose. It could be a child's pose with the elbows bent. It could be a full body stretch, Michelle. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then come back up to a seated position. Good. And we're going to sit up. Take that band again. Take the feet out long. And we're going to sneak a little extra on the back body. Why? Because most of us are front body dominant in our lives. So we're going to take, you know how you crossed them like an X. Now put the hands facing up like you have a cup of soup in your hand, and this is called supination. You're going to glue your elbows. So this is external rotation. We did it earlier, but what we're doing is a different hand position. So you have a cup of soup in your hand. A long time ago, there was an episode on Jerry Seinfeld where Elaine was dancing and she kind of like had her thumbs like that. So I always think of this as the Elaine dance. So your thumbs are leading the way to the side. 9, 8, 7, good. 6, you're still going to feel those really healthy therapeutic shoulder muscles. 4, ignite. 3, elbows glued. 2, 1. Now just kind of shake it out here, roll it, and then open up. They're still crossed below your shoulders. Good. Yep, lift up tall. This is so good for the back shoulder, and the front shoulder gets worked a lot more, and it's usually tight and rounded forward. So we're doing a second set on this, and squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give a little roll 5 times. 4, 3, 2. Now separate your bands. So there's a parallel, and do the best you can to pull your arms, watch this, near the floor, but you don't want to run into the floor and hit it. So they have to be a little bit wider than your hips. You can, whatever way, because I know some of you have Donovan, some of you have these handles. However, you can just miss the floor. You're just barely above the floor, but you're pulling your arms back. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. You're tall. Squeeze. Now the band's going to try to sling you back, so you control it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cross the bands again. One hand has the band. Or they don't really need to be crossed because they're going to be in your hand. Stay tall. This hand's just here. Bend the elbow. Bend. One hand has both ends. You got it, Jean. Good. 3, 4. Now you're solid. 4, 5. Good. You're getting a feel. 6. How much do I need to choke up on that? 7. You have 2 band ends in one hand. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now take this hand. This hand's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 11. Squeeze. Notice how you can squeeze a little bit more. 13. Put the brain on the muscles you're working. 14. The back of the shoulder. 15. The bicep, the back here. 16. Good. You're solid everywhere else. 17. 18. Very good. 19. 20. I love it. Now sit any way you want to. This is one of my favorite stretches with the band. The main goal, can you see how I just stuck this in a Y behind my body? Now the head's going to try to poke forward, so you keep your ear in line with the shoulder. Yay. Okay, hold that. Breathe into the rib cage. Now, notice where you are. There's no wrong answer. I just want you to let your arms breathe. We're going to take 2 more positions that are slightly different. So that's why I just said notice where you are. It's not a big deal if you can't find an exact position. I just want to work those chest muscles in different ways. Sorry, not work them, but stretch them. When your hands are behind you, make sure the wrists aren't getting cocked backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax that. We're going to do it one more time. Open up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale. And exhale. Let that go. Really good. So get rid of that for a moment. Take the left hand to the right knee. See how it's across my body. Lift the right arm up and over. Now, any kind of rotation you need, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring that hand down and rotate. Rotate. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, let's switch it up. That hand goes to this knee. This hand goes up and over. Now breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring that hand behind your hip and inhale, lengthen. Now exhale, rotate. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Now, if you remember what side was tighter when we were doing those rotations, give a little time on extra. So like this is my slightly tighter side. I might take an extra cycle of inhale, exhale here, or really gently focus. Where am I tight? How can I release that? Nice. Now bring it back. Can one arm come behind you? And if that's all you can do, great. But if you can add on, left hand even better. Lift up tall. Now align your ribs. Do you see how even mine went over here when I wasn't paying attention? Align your ribs over your pelvis. Your shoulders are level to the floor. Your hips are level to the floor. Breathe into the sides. Make sure you're not hanging out on the, you're not leaning to the side where the arm is at your lower. Yeah. Good, lift up, good. Chin is about parallel. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the exhale, relax that. Take your other side. Chin up and very good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This looks really good, guys. This is nice that we do this stretch regularly. This is a bear. Most people, this one's really hard. Now come out. Let your legs breathe for a moment. If you want to take a sip, you can. We're going to take the rack stretch. So you notice how I emphasize a lot of posture. All this is so good for your shoulders too. So inhale and up and behind. When I first started doing this job, you know, a long time ago, I just noticed how shoulders were such an issue for people. So it's one reason why I started just studying what we can do to help mitigate those issues. So we're mitigating frozen shoulder issues. We're keeping the backside strong and the front side open. That's where a lot of errors come in. And the other is ill recruitment of the muscles around the shoulder. So what we do is shoulder blade down the back. So I'm hoping that you're getting the benefit of your shoulders feeling healthier. So the heart lifts, that's upper back, but you notice how I bend in my elbows and I'm opening up the front of my shoulders. These muscles get drawn forward. This is why I just dog the shoulders in these stretches and these works, and then posture work, because without it, the body will get drawn forward and you will have dysfunction and you will start losing posture. So that's why I do so many of these type things. 3, 2, inhale. Now let that go. This is a wrist stretch. You can do this anytime. Get some blood flow to those little carpals. Go the other way. I like it. Now we're going to cross our feet, crisscross applesauce. This is the first option, but if you want to put your right foot on that thigh calf area, you can. I like to get my flesh out of the way, kind of up on my sit bones. Now exhale, lean. We're going to do the other side in a moment, so don't worry that it feels like one side's getting more stretch. Lean and exhale forward. If you want to double up your fist and put your forehead on that hand, you can. That feels so good. Relax the hips with your conscious effort. Relax the shoulders. Five, 4, 3, 2. Now on the 1, lengthen your spine. Take that other leg. So that foot is either on the floor, or where I like to put it is on my thigh calf, because that's one level up. You can make sure your flesh is still out of the way. Inhale. This is a hip opener, but it's also a gentle flexion, which helps calm the body. It helps soothe the body. Take another inhale. And then as you're ready, gently come back up. Perfect. And we're going to take the legs up on the wall for a chance to get that blood flow down. So you can take your legs up. If you want to have the roller or the block underneath your booty, you can. I'm just going to have the legs up for this demonstration. The palms can be exposed to the sky, like in a Shavasana pose, and just let your body sink into the earth. And just take a moment to put yourself on a very comfortable blanket at the edge of an alpine lake. And you can feel that the air is a perfect temperature. And you feel that the sun is warming. And this sun, you don't have to worry about any cancer. This is in imagination. So the sun is perfect. You don't have to worry about having yourself under shade or sunscreen. And you look around and see the beautiful red flowers, white flowers, yellow flowers, purple flowers. So lupines, Indian paintbrush. And you look up and see white aspen with gold and yellow leaves that look like gold coins in the Donald Duck cartoons. And you're hearing the lake next to you. It's blue, green, teal, and the water is lapping up on the shore. And along the shore are beautiful colored rocks, red, burgundy, purple, colors of blue and green. And the water has smoothed out the rocks, so they're very smooth and very round. And they're about the size of the palm in your hand. And they're next to you as you are beside the alpine lake with the white bark of the alpine trees with black horizontal markings, golden yellow leaves, and they're quaking aspen, so you can hear the quaking, the leaves hitting each other, and some leaves falling down like golden potato chips beside you. And just take in the feeling of the air gently hitting your face and the sounds of the water coming up on the shore along those rocks and the quaking aspen shaking in the wind and the hawk overhead. And just take in all the colors of the alpine flowers and just feel totally supported. Keep that sense of support as you wake up your fingers and your toes and you come into a seated position. And you're now in an upright position without much stress. And just imagine that as you're sitting there next to the lake, you can reach your hand down in the water and pick up one of the stones, place it in your hand, the palm of your hand. And you can, in your mind's eye, see the color of the rock as you look at it and see what inscription is on your rock. So there'll be a word written on your rock. Whatever word comes to mind is yours. And whatever that is, you can bring that to your heart and let your other hand cover it and embody the color of your rock today. And embody the feeling underneath your palm of your hand, that you can feel that smooth, round rock up against your heart on your hand. And notice what the energy is behind that rock. So whatever that mantra was, that word, that's how your body is, you're allowing the body to bathe in that feeling and that energy and that sensation. And we'll do what's called a segment intention for the next part of your day, the next 1 to 3 hours. This is the energy that you're projecting onto your day. So it's as if you're putting out a red carpet for the next few hours of your day, and you're setting this intention. So you go into your day having created the intention you want, as opposed to reacting to the variables around you. You're the master, you're the walker of your life, and you're creating that intention. So notice how that feels to have a little easier sense of control, or a little easier set of an intention. And then whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you all had beautiful rocks and beautiful inscriptions on your rocks. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye, guys.